intruders in our jungle. Get them!
But what about our barbecue?
I'll barbecue you in a minute.
Here we go again, another LEGO game based on a movie. But just like the LEGO Movie video game, it's based on, well, a LEGO movie. Though this is also specifically based on a current popular franchise within the world of LEGOs. Ninjago has a line of sets, an animated series, some games on handheld devices and phones, and most recently, a theatrical film. So let's see how this all comes together in the LEGO Ninjago Movie video game for the Nintendo Switch. As you can figure, the story of the game is a retelling of the story in the movie. Garmadon has invaded Ninjago City, so the ninjas have to learn new skills, fight an ultimate weapon, and stop the bad guys. I like to think of this as LEGO Power Rangers. I mean, it might as well be. 16s in different colored costumes with martial arts skills and superpowers fighting against an alien-looking bad guy. Oh, and swords. Every ninja gets a sword. Never mind, there are no similarities.
Come on, don't bullshit me.
Well, comparisons aside, the story is pretty entertaining, with some humor similar to the other big-budget LEGO movies to come out in recent history, along with humor true to the Ninjago series. Since it's all LEGO, it never really feels like a bad mix. The game has good presentation, as you would expect from a modern console LEGO game. The visuals are well polished and colorful, the effects are decent, and the character models are well animated. In the sound department, everything is pretty high quality. The music is exciting, the sound effects are what you'd expect from a LEGO game, and the voice acting is really good. Again, it's not the same voice actors from the film, but the actors still do a great job with their parts. Modern LEGO games usually have a mix of beat-em-up style combat, puzzle solving, building, and platforming, with some games putting more focus on one area than the rest. This Ninjago game does share that mix, but places much more focus on combat, which has really helped the combat to evolve and be deeper. Enemies can block, you have these different attacks you can use, you can get combos for greater damage and studs, practically everything you would want in a modern beat-em-up with Legos. There's also a Ninjanuity system. As you advance through the game and gather studs, you unlock a new Ninjanuity token of your choice to make your skills in combat even stronger. All of this actually helps this game to be more appealing to older players than the more simplistic combat of other LEGO games. This allows for several multi-man fights against enemies of different types, as well as more engaging boss battles. Now, this doesn't mean Traveler's Tales slacked on the other aspects. The platforming is fun in that ninja way of hopping from step to step and running along walls. The building and character powers also play roles in puzzle solving. TT Games cleverly used all the Ninjago elements in the right way for a fun LEGO game. Like other modern LEGO games, Ninjago has an open world where you can explore around and find side quests to take on, as well as races to complete and gold bricks to find. Red bricks have actually been replaced with scrolls, which grant similar abilities and honestly make sense to this game's universe. But what's interesting is that for the story levels, the camera operates just like it would in the open world, at least most of the time. This is a nice change that, believe it or not, actually helps the story levels feel less linear and keeps players immersed in the experience. Another addition to this game that will really appeal to fans of Ninjago as a series are the dojos. These are self-contained challenge stages where you fight waves of enemies from the Ninjago animated series before facing the boss of each dojo. These dojos are a lot of fun, and the variety in enemy types and stages keeps everything fresh. They're great places to practice stringing combos, as your score is determined by the amount of studs you get from slaying foes. The dojos and story levels are all fun to play in single player and the usual 2-player co-op. But honestly, what got me to buy this game was the addition of a competitive 4-player mode, which seems so fitting for an action-focused game about ninjas. There's no online multiplayer, but you can play with 4 people on one Switch, or with up to 3 AI bots. All players can use any unlocked or custom-made characters. Once you've chosen your character, you can then select one of 3 modes, then one of 3 maps. All 3 maps are fun to battle on, though I personally found the Ninjago City map the best for this. Every map includes power-ups and traps that players can use to their advantage, and the gameplay works really well because of all these factors. It becomes really fun to turn into a giant cat and squish your opponents.
And once again, the real winner is a mighty cat! Nah!
Shut up!
Anyway, the multiplayer may not be the most fun multiplayer out there, but let's get into the game modes. Ultimate Weapon is a game of keep away. You compete to see who can hold on to the ultimate weapon the longest without losing it to the other players pummeling you. It's a game that gets pretty tense with trying to evade your foes while the weapon slows you down, or when you're trying to catch whoever has the weapon and take it from them before they gather more points. Then there's Mystic Bounty. This is literally a collection contest. You gain points by running around the map and collecting these mystic orbs, each worth a different amount of points depending on the color. Hitting your opponents in this mode makes them lose orbs that you can steal. It's a pretty decent mode, but my favorite one is Samurai Showdown. It's the closest mode to straightforward fighting, but with a different spin on Capture the Flag. Each opponent starts out with a flag, and you win points by defeating your opponents in fights, grabbing their flags, and bringing them back to your base. This mode is a lot of fun and arguably made more fun with the aspect of capturing flags. This LEGO game serves as another great addition to the list of LEGO games on the Switch. With the things that make it different from other LEGO games from even a few years ago, it's a worthy buy especially for any fans of the Ninjago series. And that's my review of the LEGO Ninjago movie video game for the Nintendo Switch. If you like this review, check out my previous reviews of these two LEGO games on the Switch, LEGO City Undercover and LEGO Worlds. See you all next time!
Get your spinjitzu on, Lloyd!